For chasers and regular cars, instead of storm-ready vehicles like Reed Timmer's Dominator, the safety conversation has always centered around planning escape routes and maintaining a safe distance from the tornado. If elected, Nelson plans to use that bridge to increase private and government funding for science. For OU Nightly, Melody Letkeman. The message was, escape. Veteran Student Services announced the change in June, giving students applying to colleges a chance to consider OU. However, the impact the changes will have on enrollment won't be seen until about halfway through the semester. On a day when most of us are thankful for a full head of hair, several OU students are shaving it all off for charity. Parking on campus causes a lot of problems for everybody at OU. It makes some students late and leaves some students with a fat stack of these. But one student business just might have a solution. It's called Park Avenue, and founders Shelby Van Hooser, Megan Saunders, Jeffrey Terry, and Nathan Robinson banded together after all had had enough of that all-too-common parking problem at OU.
I had been talking to a friend of mine, and he said that, wow, I'm really just having a hard time getting to class on time consistently every day because I have trouble finding parking whenever I come to campus. And so it was after a discussion like that that I kind of had the idea, along with some other discussions with friends, that we should make something that could track cars as they go in and out of parking lots.
After Van Hooser and his team got involved with the Center for Creation of Economic Wealth, they had their platform to create change. An initial attempt to improve game day parking went south.
So we pivoted, actually, that's the official term for it. We went from that previous technology to working on what is my technology, which is Zype.
Their technology uses infrared sensors housed in 3D printed cases. Those cases stand at the entrances of parking lots and measure how many vehicles enter and exit.
And it does some calculations on what threshold it is to see if it's a person or a bike or an actual car.
The information is sent to an application run on a smartphone.
The problem right now is there's either gated lots that have electricity that we can install our device at just fine. No questions asked. You can put it in, it'll relay the readings just like we want to, and it's great. Those gated lots are not student lots.
Van Hooser estimates they'll launch the application in app stores in the next 6 months. Lots without electricity will take a bit longer.
But it's not really going to be particularly useful yet. It's not until you get to the actual student lots that it'll see full adoption. And that's going to take longer.
Park Avenue will be working with OU Parking to implement the technology across campus. The groups met last week to discuss the changes. Melody Letkeman, OU Nightly. On a day when most of us are thankful for a full head of hair, several OU students are shaving it all off for charity. Some will donate their hair, others just want to stand in solidarity. Either way, they're representing St. Baldrick's and raising money for childhood cancer research. For many, it wasn't a decision that came lightly.
I was just reading some of the stories about these kids, and a lot of them, the common theme I felt, like as they were bald, like they're going through puberty and all this different stuff, like they felt ugly because they didn't have hair. And it kind of broke my heart a little bit because I don't think we realize that how much of a big deal hair is in our society. I want them to feel beautiful because they are beautiful even though they don't have hair. So I want them to have the opportunity to feel good about themselves with my hair.
Event coordinators saw a few hiccups, including several barbers backing out of the event beforehand. That and a cold front the day of the event didn't stop them. At least 14 people have signed up ahead of time to shave. In the opening hours of the event, several others made the decision right then and there to shave.
But we usually get more people the day of the event. So hopefully we'll get around 20 people shaving this year.
Either way, it was all smiles, though some were nervous. Before today, the OU event had raised over $6,000. They'll continue collecting online until Friday. For OU Nightly, Melody Letkeman.